How about market size? We all know that, for instance, at D2, you have, and again, I may have forgotten my guidelines, but I think it's 75% have to be in markets of 750,000 or more. Is that a necessary one, or because that seems to be the more restrictive one?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have a good answer for that. My gut is like, listen, if you can make a team work and if you can be competitive at a very high level, it doesn't matter where you are. And if the team is that competitive and they're that good, people will come out of the woodwork to see that team. You know, to some extent, this has to be about not. The market size sometimes seems like, okay, well, if the market size is this, then you're guaranteed to have at least X amount of existing soccer fans. You know, at some point this has to be like, who cares about the market size? Make fans where there aren't fans of it. Like, that's one of the things that we did in Kingston. And people can poo-poo the fact that, like, listen, it's a market that's only 20,000 people strong, but like, no one, like, people said this was impossible. No one will come to a game. No one cares about soccer. And we made soccer fans where soccer fans don't exist anymore. If you want to push the sport forward, and if you want to push the US forward in the space, like, that's what you do. You make fans where they don't exist. And part of that is doing it in markets where, like, soccer just isn't a big thing.
A packed house was ready for a coronation of the Southeast Conference champs Saturday night. Would the Jesters give them what they wanted?
That, you know, when you start building really strong things at the bottom, the strongest of those things will work their way up to the top. And if those strong things keep moving themselves up, then that overall league, that overall structure, the overall pyramid becomes stronger. And I think the only way that happens is if you incentivize people, and by people I mean, you know, clubs, communities, investors, ownership groups, to like make a run at it. Invest in this club and send it all the way up to the top, and good things will happen when that happens too. You know, when there's a whole bunch of different clubs trying to do that.
The sport has a much bigger opportunity. There's a much bigger upside here than we have today. A massive upside. And I believe the sport can push for the number one sport in the United States. But promotion and relegation needs to be part of that system. We love this game and want this game to move forward.
All these fans here tonight, I don't know what to say. Just incredible.
We're driving interest in the sport. Like, there's a lot of people in Kingston that have never seen a soccer game, and now they are diehard Stockade supporters. And it inspires youth, right? It inspires the youth players. Like, there's all these kids, we hear this from families in town, that these kids, they want to play soccer as their primary sport now because they're inspired by, you know, what they've seen with our club. And I look at that and being like, okay, we are making things better for fans, we're making things better for youth, and overall that's going to make things better for the sport. And that's not fair is saying, like, even if we have a very successful team, we just have no right to compete against you know, some of the biggest and most respected clubs just because we didn't pay the entry fee.
At the end of the day, we want the United States soccer system to be the best in the world. We want more resources to come in. We want better teams. We want better players. We want more exciting content for fans.
If MLS puts a team in Detroit and it is not Detroit City FC, would you support it?
No. Not only would I not support it, myself, my family, and I'd say most of my friends would never step foot in that stadium.